Well, welcome back. In Gobby Gaffer's absence, I did say I might pop back again and have another chat with you. Just a second. Hello. Oh, where are you now? You're still on a beach. Okay, what you ringing me for? You've run out of suntan cream. Okay, well, I'm trying to impart a few words of wisdom here and you're disturbing my flow. So can you not go and get your own suntan cream? You can't. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I don't know. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, I just wanted to have a little chat about one or two other things that have been niggling me slightly. Now, quite a few people have mentioned the set piece routine. You set corners up for your own, requirements. Near post, far post. Get your 6'6" defender in there to nod the ball in the net, and you go away. You play a few games, and the next thing, you're in the middle of a game. You notice a corner comes floating in, and it comes to the near post to your midfielder general, who is 5'6", and you're thinking, hold on a minute, this is not what I set up. So you go back in again, and it's all been changed. So one or two people have had a little bit of a grumble about that, and it is a bit of a niggle in the game. So, maybe that could be sorted out. One of the other things that I've noticed, and I've not really seen too many people complain about it, is the tackling. Now, numerous times, even in one game, and I've seen this with many players who've been playing Football Manager, if in FM23 we could have some more realistic tackling, and what I mean by that is, so your defensive midfield player, he's great at tackling, and he's in there doing a job, and he comes into a tackle within a game, makes a brilliant saving tackle. The ball always, not always, but more often than not, seems to bounce to the opposition player. It never runs to your own player. Now, 50-50 I can cope with, but 98% of the time it always bounces to an opposition player, and a fair proportion of the time that move will actually end up in a goal, which is really frustrating when you've seen, it's not just a defensive midfield player, it's kind of any position on the pitch really. It's even more frustrating when one of your centre backs or a full back does it, and again it ends up in a goal. And okay, I know that happens within football, but it is 50-50. You can't, a lot of the time you can't determine when a tackle comes in. Even it might be the best tackle in the world and a ball winning tackle, but you can't, most of the time you can't tell where the ball's going to end up. But it's usually 50-50 within a game or within a season even. But with Football Manager 22, I don't know, it really irked me that, and it's quite an irritating part of the game. And lastly, what's been happening with the goalkeepers? Hello, you really need to stop ringing me when I'm in the middle of a words of wisdom rant. I know you want sun cream, I'll get it organised for you. Okay, stop ringing me. Anyway, as I was saying, goalkeepers. So what is it, or what was it in FM22 with all of the short passing out of defence and the little triangles, which when you've got a high pressing team was really dangerous. I know there are some teams that can do it really well, but Exeter City and Chorley and Gobby Gaffer's save, they were doing it in that as well. And I've just seen one of the content creators, I just watched one of his streams, and the goalkeeper had the ball at his feet. The striker came up, and they both stood there in some kind of Mexican standoff looking at each other for about 3, 4, 5 seconds. And then the striker then decides that, oh, the ball's at my feet, so he shuffles it to the side and sticks it in the back of the net. I mean, I've been watching football since I was about 8. I have literally never seen that happen in a football game. So can we have something a little bit different with the goalkeepers? Because some of the things that I mean, even in my games, I've seen a goalkeeper throw the ball out. It hits the back of somebody's head and bounces back in at the goal. And you sit there with your mouth open. You don't know what to say. Because, okay, that might happen once every 25 years in a football game. In Brazil somewhere. Or Timbuktu. I don't know. But, I can say that probably happened to me in maybe 3 years of playing. That's probably happened to me about 4 or 5 times. So again, anyway, I need to nip to the shop. Suntan cream is obviously top of the list for Gobby Gaffer. Football at the moment is way down on his list. But I'm sure he'll be back very shortly if he ever decides to get off his sun lounger.